guys, welcome back again. This is Sunesh, and yes, we are live again with one more amazing tool, and that's related to websites, live chats for websites, and also it has chatbots inbuilt. So, first of all, let's welcome CEO and co founder of Jikoo, Santhosh Kumar. He is here with us, and he is going to let us know more about what is Jikoo and all that. So, welcome, Santhosh.
Hi, Eunice. Thank you, first of all, for inviting me here.
Yeah.
Super excited to present Jikoo to the community today.
Yeah, sure. And how is everything going on Jikoo?
Yeah, things have been exploding since we launched on pitchground a few weeks back, actually. So I think initially we were actually thinking maybe some 100 people might hit our site per day. We were preparing our customer support for handling those kind of queries, but actually every week we are receiving close to 300, 400 tickets with a lot of feedbacks, product improvements, enhancements, and a lot of customer feedbacks coming in as well. So it's a
Okay.
pretty exciting week and pretty exciting month for us in the entire journey of Jiku. So it's been an extraordinary thing actually for the past few weeks. It's exploding.
Okay. So before we move ahead and talk more about Jikoo, I would like to know more about the company behind Jikoo Chat. What is your parent company, and what about you? What is your previous experience in SaaS field, and if you have worked, as I saw on your profile, you have worked with multiple SaaS companies, before. So let us know about that. What is the company behind it, and about you also.
Right. So myself, so one of the things which my passion is always about in building SaaS products for enterprise companies. Right. So before starting Jiku, I was working in Zoho. I was leading the UK and European team. Right. So one of the main reasons why we started Jiku was because we didn't have a cold beer for a friend's party. Right. So how this actually happened is, so last year March around that time, my friends were about to come to my place, and you know how Indian parties operate, right? My parents were not home, and we kind of thought of a party at home. So I went and bought few beers, and my friends were about to come home. But at that point of time, my fridge stopped working. So then I thought, okay, let me quickly reach out to the fridge company, and there was a telephone number which was being stuck on the fridge. Right, so I just reached out to them, and they were just continuously transferring my call to different teams. Right, so saying we are not the right team to handle the query, and we cannot send someone immediately to sort this out. Right, and then actually what happened is the call was keep on redirecting to multiple teams. I was telling them the story again and again. So then at the end, like my request was not sorted out, right? So then I just emailed them, and the party went on. So the party was actually not a great one because we didn't have cold beer. So then the next day morning, I reached out to their support team, and we were actually talking to them on what happened. So I found the profile of the person on LinkedIn, reached out to him, and thought, okay, what was the problem? How do we uh, solve it, right? So the main problem was the email which I sent landed in their spam box actually, right? So, and you won't believe me, they were actually using a pretty standard help desk tool in the market. Right, so these are some of the things which are being faced by companies who are using traditional things. So that's when we thought, okay, we need to solve this problem, and we need to solve the problem in a different way. So we thought email is not the right approach, and that's one of the reasons why we started Jiku with the chat first approach. So
Okay.
that's the quick story around Jiku.
Yeah, that's a really good story. That what inspired you to create Jiku. And is it your first project, or you have created any previous product before Jiku also?
Yeah, at Zoho, I was leading the pre-sales team for a few SaaS products. So before that, so I was also running a software outsourcing firm. So that firm we were like doing a lot of SaaS products for some companies in US, and also we were doing some game development for a few companies in the US.
Okay, so for you as an owner, this is your first product, right?
For as a owner, this is my second product,
Okay.
right? So at my previous company, we had few products, but those were not SaaS products to be very specific, right?
Okay.
So those were some virtual reality gaming products for few companies, and so
Okay.
mobile apps for few companies.
Okay, so let's move ahead on Jikoo. What is Jikoo? That's a simple question in front of you. That how would you explain the in a brief that what is Jikoo?
So to be very simple, Jikoo is a conversational ticketing tool,
Yeah.
right? So basically, Jikoo enables your go-to-market teams to quickly have conversation with your customers who are coming to your website, right? And we help people automate these conversations using chatbots.
Yeah. Okay. Give me a second, then I will just confirm that we are live at all the places, right?
Okay.
Uh, yeah, we are live, and yeah. So basically, Jikoo is a ticketing platform with a live chat widget on website, and that widget has inbuilt chatbot. Is it a good definition for the Jikoo, right?
Yeah,
So
to be in simple terms, that's exactly what Jikoo does.
okay, so is that when it comes to support ticket, email plays a very big role, right? So that's an inbuilt feature with to manage tickets and to reply on tickets. That's also an inbuilt feature, right? I assume that.
No, so that's the main difference.
Uh,
Now, let's say, for example, you're spinning up a quick marketing campaign page, right? So you're launching a new campaign page, and you want a chatbot there to improve the conversion rate, and you want the chatbot there to answer quick questions. So you can just quickly take Jiku, create a chatbot in few seconds, and take it live. So Jiku will be more focused on the marketing and sales community rather than the support community. So it is not a typical help desk system, but a conversational ticketing system built for go-to-market teams.
Okay, yeah, that was a very really exact definition that I was looking for, and you can tell that more than for more than a support team, Jiku is for more than for more a sales team, right? It's for sales team mainly,
Correct.
right?
It's
Okay.
for more sales and marketing teams.
Okay, okay. So, to be specific, we can say that it can help improving sales of any particular website, either it's a service website or let's say e-commerce website or a SaaS website, right? So let's move ahead and show if you can show us a live demo that how easy to create a chatbot or to deploy on our website that particular live widget, how easy it is. If you can show us, it will be very good for us.
Yeah, perfect. So
So you can share your screen and I will put your screen on the live. So
yeah,
screen.
perfect.
Yeah, stream is your screen is not yet visible. Uh,
So
yeah,
can you see my
it's
screen?
now. Yeah. It's now visible. Okay. So
Okay,
okay, you can
sure.
continue. I will pop in whenever needed. Right?
Yeah, sure. So how Jiku actually works is Jiku's live chat widget will sit on your website. So this can help sales and marketing teams improve conversion at the end of the day, right? So now let's say you're running an e-commerce company. Somebody is coming in to purchase a shoe or a bag. So when the customer has a doubt, right? So today's customer they want immediate responses. So when they come to the chat, Jiku's chat will handle the conversations initially. So once the automation part is done, you can skip and then continue the conversation to an agent, right? So we'll show you how this works in this quick demonstration. So now let's say, for example, a customer is coming in, he wants to talk to sales or customer support. So you can just skip these automations and skip and talk to the customer support directly, right? So now I'm just saying I want to skip this thing and talk to customer support, right? So what usually happens is immediately a conversation will be created inside Chico, right? So immediately a conversation will be created inside Chico with the ticket ID which is responsible for this particular conversation, right? So how this entire thing works is whatever chatbot automations which are coming in will be created as individual tickets inside Jiku, right? So that is one of the advantages, right? So now I have two tickets which I've created, right? So this is ticket 818. So now what I can do is I can just directly go and reply to customers. Or one of the advantages here is I can also create a new ticket from this conversation. So this is why it is super helpful for sales and marketing teams. So in case, let's say, customer is asking for a refund, you can create a new ticket and share it with another team member, right? So these kind of automations can be done. Similarly, you can also reply from any one of these tickets. So this is ticket 8, 18, 820. So you can respond from any of these questions, right? And you can also tag team members from your team as well, and you can ask them to take care of this request. The team collaboration also becomes very simple. So this is what we call the focused inbox. So basically, you can focus on what is really happening. So multiple tickets can be created for individual events, and you can go ahead with these events, and you can quickly start talking to people. Right? So this is the inbox at its core, right? So where Jikoo becomes a more powerful solutions for small medium businesses is with respect to the tags actually, right? So I can add any kinds of tags which I want, right? And I can directly add these tags to customers. So let me show you how this works. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a tag called as country to the particular ticket. So now let's say this particular customer is from India. So I can quickly add a tag called as India to this particular ticket. Right. So all the customer attributes can be basically added as a ticket. You could store text, number, documents, location. So any kind of data can be stored. Now let's say, for example, let's say there is an order ID or customer code, right? So customer code number is, let's say, some data. So I'm adding this as a tag here. So now what will happen is that data also will be added into the ticket as you could see. So any kind of customer data which helps in identifying the individual use cases of the customer can be added as tags here. Right? And these tags are completely customizable. If you're an e-commerce company, you want to add the order IDs here, you can do it. Or if you're a SaaS company, you want to understand whether the customer is here for customer support, or again he was want to upgrade. So those kind of details also you can add it here, right? So this is the ticket based tags, and you also have contact based tags on the right hand side as well. So this will help you in identifying the contact itself. So, and in case you want to mention any notes about the customer, you can do that as well. Customer based notes are also available. So one of the major ideas is when the ticket is created, right, all the journey about a particular customer will be seen here. So now these are the list of tickets which this particular customer has created. So that is why Jikoo is powerful in terms of the ticketing, right? So existing chat platforms, one of the major differences is they treat chats as one individual conversation. So it will be one infinite conversation. Whereas in Jikoo, we treat every individual conversation as a ticket, right? So now I can just scroll between multiple tickets and view them, right? Or I can also go to the focused view, so I can see all the list of conversations immediately. So this is more around the inbox, right? So now let's see how do the contacts works. So in Jikoo, whenever you're interacting with the customer, the contact details can be pushed to the CRM and saved in the CRM automatically. Right now, example, I have a contact here. So the tags which say associated with the particular contact is available here, and all the list of tickets being created and the status of these tickets can be seen here. Similarly, any notes which I've added and the time of the notes also will be mentioned here, right? So it becomes a customizable CRM, right? So why do we call it as a customizable CRM is in typical CRMs, you will store email, phone number and location and company name. So like default informations, right? So whereas in Jikoo, you can completely customize what kind of information you want to store. Now, let's say the product name is, let's say somebody is coming in for mobile extended warranty. That is the customer who is coming in. So you can add this tag to the particular customer so that now whenever you open this tag, you know that this customer is coming for a mobile issue, right? So that is why the CRM is customizable and we are providing unlimited contracts here. So no restrictions on the contacts. You can add as many as contacts as you want, right? So that is the second part. So next what you can actually do is the initial thing which we saw. So you can go ahead and create multiple flows immediately, right? So what we can do is we can quickly drag and drop elements and create a flow. So let me show you how that works. So when you're creating a flow, Jikoo will ask you where this has to be deployed, right? So one again important thing with Jikoo is, so let's say there is a company.com website, you can issue the chatbot there. And if it's company.com/pricing, you can also add a chatbot there. So basically, for one domain, Jikoo is giving you unlimited chatbots, right? So for one domain, you can add any number of chatbots as you want. So any new marketing campaigns, you can create a new bot. If it is your pricing page, you can create a new pricing page bot as well. So this really helps you in terms of having bots in the right place. So let me quickly create a small chatbot and show you how this works, right? Now, for example, I'm just saying, hi, welcome to company X. Now I want to ask my customer, okay, what is the reason you're here for, right? So people could be here for support. People might say, okay, I'm here for support or sales. So people also could be for webinars as well. So people are saying support, sales, and another guy is saying he's here for a webinar. So people going for a webinar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a URL button, right? And I'm just going to add Jikoo's URL here, for example. Now, when I'm just quickly previewing this, the bot will be ready. I can click on webinar and that particular webinar page can be redirected, right? Similarly, if people are coming in for sales, what I can do is I can collect the information. So the information could be text, it could be phone number, email, or it could be any kind of attachment as well. Now I'm just collecting the text, I'm asking for name. And what I can do is I can push this data to the CRM directly, right? So I can either save it in the chat or I can also push it to the CRM. So there are two options which are available. Now I can just preview this. If I hit on sales, it will ask for my name and it will be automatically pushed to the CRM. So this is the chatbot module, right? So you can quickly just go and deploy a chatbot which can be pushed into your websites in very few seconds, right? So that is the core offering of Jikoo, along with the live chat and the CRM capabilities, right? And you can also go to the dashboard and filter the tag based information. So where these tags will be more useful is, now let's say I want to see what are the list of tickets which are from India, right? So I can just simply go and create a tag. So now I see all the list of tickets which are created from that particular country alone. So I can also add in-depth tags as well. So let's say, for example, what are the refund requests from India over a period of last 3 months, right? Or who are the top customers who are paying me more in the United States over the past 45 days. So these kind of data can be fetched using the tags immediately. And you can also export this information into an Excel as well. So you can use it and do data analytics on this. And you can also see like quick information on the data, how many tickets are open, what are the tickets which are closed, and so on. So these are the core things which makes Jikoo an important tool, right? So basically it is, there are three pillars in Jikoo, right? So the live chat, the minimalistic CRM, and the third one is the no code flow builder. So these are the three main things which makes Jikoo. Yeah. So those are the important points. So in case you have any questions, you can let me know now.
Yeah, sure. I think everything is clear as you demonstrated the whole platform, and I think to everyone it's clear that what Jikoo can do. Now, my next question to you about is that uh, is the as I'm seeing the pricing structure of Jikoo right now, what I feel is that are you is this meant that any freelancer should buy a more domain or more website plan for Jikoo to provide services to client? Is that possible that tickets for particular client, or it is meant that I can buy only for my businesses? What's meant from your end?
Yeah. So one of the main things is the Jikoo plans are not actually designed for agencies actually, right?
Okay.
So it is actually designed for individual companies to use for their own business, right? So the reason why we have given unlimited websites in the final plan is, so we had a lot of customers who told we have like 10 20 different websites which we are using for our own company. We have different e-commerce brands, we have different YouTube channels, right? So which needed multiple websites to be done. So that is one of the reasons why we had multiple websites in the final plan. So it is
Okay.
basically designed for one company to use it.
Okay, so guys, as you can see right now, that it's not meant for the freelancers or agencies who provide services to other people's, and it's meant for your businesses only. One more use case now popped up in my mind is that people like me who has multiple blogs and multiple channels, content channels, and if I want to keep engaged my audience on my blog, or let's say whatever my custom domain platform where it can be a membership area where I can interact with my students. That can be also, but only the projects that I own, and that can be used. Jikoo can be used there, right, to engage with my audience with chatbot, because chatbot is not only for support. You can add multiple FAQs over that, the questions you get frequently about your product, or let's say questions you get frequently from your students if you are a coach, right? If you sell courses. So these were the few use cases that came in my mind, but I will give you a more space to Santhosh that you can put more use cases in to use Jikoo, right?
Correct. So basically, right, so whoever wants to put a channel on their website to talk to customers in a quick way, right? So for sales and to improve lead generation is what the core value is. So now let's take, for example, you're running a
Santosh,
PPC campaign, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I was not able to
Your
hear
frame
you.
froze actually.
Yeah, you were also froze. I don't know where the problem is, either your side or my side. So can you
Yeah,
repeat?
because your frame also froze. Yeah, let me continue the same point again. Right. So Jikoo is basically designed for businesses who want to just have quick automated conversations on their website, right? So like people who are already using Jikoo, I'll give you a few use cases on how they are using Jikoo currently,
Yeah.
right? So marketing people are the core users of Jikoo at this point. So people who do a lot of paid ads and they do a lot of webinars and campaigns, they install Jikoo on that particular page. So this actually drives more conversion to the event, because people are, at the end of the day, when we are doing a PPC campaign, people have a lot of queries before registering for an event or signing up for a product. So with Jiko's chatbot, they talk to the bot, get some queries answered, and then register for the webinar or for the particular event. So this improves their ROI on these campaigns immediately, right? So this is what marketing folks do with Jiko. Similarly, for salespeople, as you were saying, so you could have an e-commerce site or you could have an educational website, right? So what you can do is you can install the chatbot there. So people or students who are coming and visiting the site, they have any basic questions, they can get it answered immediately. And in case you want the question to be further clarified by a live agent, Jico also has automated ticketing as well as you can assignment capabilities as well. So in case, let's say, for example, there are 5 agents in your team, Jiku can assign the ticket to the agent who has the lowest number of tickets. Or Jiku can also assign the ticket to the person who has the right skill set to answer those questions. So those kind of automations are also built inside Jiku as well.
Okay, so I think that's clear enough to understand for everyone, right? So, guys, we talked about everything. I think I covered everything. If you have any question, even if you are watching replay and not live right now, so you can drop in the comment box, and I will tag to the right person to reply if I cannot. So we have one comment. Hello, everyone. Yeah, hello. Who is it? I have to see on Facebook, right? Because I cannot see the name over here. Okay. Guys, we cover everything, and now, especially, I would like to include offer, which is now in front of us. As you can see, this is the offer right now available in front of us for lifetime, in which we have to pay only once and never pay again. Guys, you can go to the link. Link is below in the description. As you can see, we have multiple plans over here for lifetime. I think for most businesses, we this plan is more than enough because it provides you 3 websites, and I don't think many people have more than 3 websites or businesses online, right? So I think this is more than enough, but according to me here, Jiku branding is not removable, and that's the only difference between 49 and 79 plan. But if you go for 79 plan, you have 5 website and companies with 10 agent seats, and here Jiku branding is removable. So that was the basic difference in between between those two plans. One of them is number of website seats and the removable branding, right? There are more higher plans also, but go for that if you need that much websites, and if you don't need, you can go for any of these two plans that I just showed you, right? Guys, thank you for joining. Thank you for your time. And if you have any question, you can still drop inside the comment box after the live stream. Also, if you're watching any this replay or on YouTube, you can drop your question inside the comment box. Link for the offer is provided in the description on both channels, Facebook and YouTube. So, guys, you can check this out. Thank you for joining, and we'll meet in the next video.